Have you ever felt it? That all-consuming focus on one person, where your entire world shrinks down to their texts, their approval, their presence. It's a feeling many men experience, often called Oneitis. But what if I told you that this intense focus, far from being the pinnacle of romance, is actually the single most destructive force for your personal power, your goals, and your attractiveness? Today, we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to dismantle it, piece by piece. This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about reclaiming your masculine core and understanding why true attraction can only flourish when you are whole, complete, and on your own mission. By the end of this video, you will see this phenomenon not as a romantic tragedy, but as a critical wake-up call. So, let's get into it. Let's start with the most devastating consequence of Oneitis, the abandonment of your personal mission. Every man has an inherent drive, a purpose, a direction. It's that project you were excited about, the business you wanted to launch, the fitness goals you set, the skill you wanted to master. This forward momentum is the very essence of your masculine energy. But when Oneitis takes hold, your internal compass doesn't just get skewed, it completely flips. Suddenly, your primary mission is no longer building your empire, but waiting for a text back. The energy you once poured into your work, your health, and your growth is now diverted into analyzing her words, anticipating her moods, and strategizing how to win her over. Think about the tangible costs. Those deadlines at work start slipping. Your gym visits become less frequent. The book you were writing gathers dust. You stop being the creator of your own life and become a supplicant, waiting for someone else to validate your existence. This sends a powerful and, frankly, unattractive signal. By placing the pursuit of one person above your life's work, you're subconsciously telling her and the world that your life is empty and meaningless without her. You're operating from a place of scarcity, believing she is the one and only source of your happiness. And let me tell you, nothing kills attraction faster than a scarcity mindset. True, magnetic attraction is a byproduct of abundance, an abundance of purpose, passion, and self-worth that you generate from within. When your mission is your priority, you become a man of substance, and that is infinitely more compelling than a man waiting for permission to be happy. Now, let's talk about the pedestal. When you're caught in the grip of Oneitis, you're not seeing a real person. You're not seeing a complex, flawed human being with her own insecurities and problems. No, you're looking at a fantasy. You've built a perfect, idealized version of her in your mind, and you've placed her on a massive pedestal. You project all your hopes, dreams, and unmet emotional needs onto this flawless image. And here's the brutal truth. If she is way up there on a pedestal, where does that put you? It necessitates that you crawl beneath it. You inherently place yourself in a lower status position, sacrificing your own value for even a chance to be deemed worthy by her perceived perfection. You're no longer equals. You've created a dynamic of worshiper and goddess, and that is not a foundation for a healthy, respectful relationship. This dynamic inevitably leads to the poison of neediness. Neediness isn't about wanting someone. It's about needing their validation to feel okay about yourself. And it manifests in ways that are incredibly transparent. It's the instant text response, dropping everything you're doing because your phone buzzed. It's having zero boundaries with your time, always being available at a moment's notice, hoping she'll choose you. It's the constant seeking of reassurance. Are you mad at me? Did I say something wrong? Are we okay? It's the grand, over-the-top gestures way too early in the game, trying to buy affection because you don't believe you're inherently worthy of it. Each one of these actions screams the same thing. I have no compelling life outside of you. My happiness depends entirely on your approval. This behavior doesn't inspire attraction. It inspires pity and, eventually, repulsion. It removes all challenge, all mystery, and all respect. You cannot build attraction where respect is absent. This brings us to our third point, which is the dilution of your masculine identity. In the quest to win her approval, something insidious begins to happen. You start to lose yourself. You become a chameleon, changing your colors to match what you think she wants to see. It's subtle at first. She mentions she kind of likes jazz, and suddenly you're pretending to be a lifelong aficionado. She expresses a casual dislike for your ambitious, loud friends, and you slowly start pulling away from them, isolating yourself from the very people who support your mission. You begin to self-censor. You filter your real opinions, your quirky sense of humor, your true passions, because you're terrified that a disagreement or a difference might jeopardize your chances. You stop being a source of unique energy and become a mirror, simply reflecting her preferences back at her. And what's the result of all this self-editing and people-pleasing? You become predictable. You become boring. Attraction, at its core, thrives on polarity, on a little bit of mystery and intrigue. When you dilute your identity, you lose the distinct, strong flavor that made you you. You become safe, agreeable, and ultimately uninspiring. Think about it. A man who doesn't stand for anything definite, his own values, his own boundaries, his own life choices, is perceived as having no solid foundation. He has no frame. He appears weak because he's willing to bend and break his own identity for the approval of another. A woman can't feel safe with or attracted to a man who doesn't even have a firm grasp on who he is. Standing in your own truth, with your own defined identity, isn't risky. It's the only way to be genuinely attractive. So we've exposed the trap. Abandoning your mission, putting her on a pedestal, and losing yourself in the process. It's a painful cycle that erodes your value and kills attraction. But recognizing the trap is only the first step. The real question is, how do you get out? How do you reclaim your power, rebuild your identity, and cultivate an unshakable sense of self-worth that makes you magnetic, not just to one person, but to life itself? In the second half of this video, we are moving from diagnosis to action. We will lay out the concrete, actionable strategies you need to break free from the Oneitis mindset for good. We're going to talk about how to rebuild your mission, how to cultivate an abundance mindset, and how to become the centered, masculine man you were always meant to be. This is where the transformation begins. So, stick with me, because the next part is all about solutions. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We've dissected the problem of Oneitis, and now it's time for the solution. This is part 2, reclaiming your masculine power. The first and most critical step is to aggressively re-engage with your mission. I don't care what it is. It could be getting that promotion, hitting a new personal record at the gym, launching your side hustle, or mastering a musical instrument. Your purpose is your anchor. It's the source of your non-negotiable value. I want you to literally take out a piece of paper right now and write down your top 3 goals, completely unrelated to dating. These are now your priority. Your schedule, your energy, and your focus must revolve around these objectives. When you do this, something magical happens. You stop waiting and start creating. Your self-worth becomes tied to your own actions and accomplishments, not someone else's validation. This focus generates a powerful, attractive energy. A man who is passionately engaged in his own life's work is inherently interesting. He has stories to tell, ambitions to share, and a direction that is his own. He is no longer a passenger waiting for a ride. He is the driver of his own vehicle, and people naturally want to come along for the journey. Next, we must actively cultivate an abundance mindset. The core belief of Oneitis is scarcity, the idea that she is the one and only source of happiness available to you. This is a cognitive distortion. To break it, you need to expose yourself to evidence of abundance. This doesn't just mean go out and date a lot of women, though broadening your social horizons is a key part of it. It means building an abundant life in all areas. Cultivate multiple sources of joy and fulfillment. Strengthen your friendships. Find new hobbies. Join a club or a team. Volunteer. When your life is rich and full with different people, activities, and sources of validation, no single person can hold the key to your happiness. Your emotional well-being becomes diversified. This makes you less needy and more resilient. When you interact with women from this frame of abundance, the dynamic shifts completely. You're no longer interviewing for the position of boyfriend. You are two whole people seeing if your paths align. The pressure evaporates, and genuine connection has a chance to grow. Finally, and this is crucial, you must establish and enforce your boundaries. A man without boundaries is not a nice guy. He's a doormat. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define who you are and protect your time, energy, and self-respect. It means not being available 24/7. It means it's okay to say, "I can't talk right now. I'm working on my project," or "I already have plans with my friends that night." It means not tolerating disrespect, flakiness, or bad behavior. Enforcing your boundaries is a powerful act of self-respect. It signals to others, and more importantly, to yourself, that your time is valuable and your priorities are firm. It shows that you have a life and a mission that you protect. This doesn't make you a jerk. It makes you a man of substance. Women are not attracted to men they can walk all over. They are attracted to men who have a strong frame, who respect themselves, and whose respect is therefore worth earning. Boundaries are the very structure of that frame. So let's bring it all together. Breaking free from Oneitis isn't about playing games or learning tricks. It is a fundamental shift back to your own center. It's about re-engaging with your mission, cultivating a life of abundance, and holding firm to your boundaries. It's about understanding that your value as a man comes from what you build, what you stand for, and the purpose you pursue. When you live from this place, you become naturally attractive. You are no longer chasing, you are being. You are no longer seeking validation, you are the source of it. This journey isn't just about improving your dating life. It's about becoming the strongest, most fulfilled version of yourself. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this deep dive. I know these concepts can be challenging, but they are transformative. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building a powerful and authentic life. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share which part of this message hit home the most. Until next time, stay on your mission.